Hello everybody, my name is Bob, and we're playing KSP Career Mode with Bob. Our next manned mission is going to be a manned mission to Gilly, the moon of Eve. But I also want to send a robotic probe to Eve to land on its surface and collect science. Now there is a problem with landing on Eve, which is a considerable amount of the land area of land surface of Eve is actually a liquid that destroys spacecraft. So you don't want to land on those spots. Now there's a variety of different ways you could arrange to have a more precision in your landing, and make sure that you're landing on land and not on the liquid stuff. I've got this thing going. Let me load it up. But it has a problem. Let's see. Yeah, this one. The problem is that I've never been able to I've had very little success with launching aircraft on top of rockets. It doesn't seem to work very well. So I actually don't have a lot of hope that this is going to succeed. If it fails, though, it'll probably fail somewhere before reaching orbit. So at least it won't take long. This booster is a variant of the same booster I've been using for used for the Duna mission. So I'm going to go ahead and check over my systems, and then we will be off. Okay, again, high likelihood of failure, but again, it's not going to take us too long to figure that out. And if it does fail, I've got a backup design done, a non-wing design. In 3, 2, 1. Appears stable so far, relatively speaking. What? Okay, I screwed up there somewhere. Something went terribly wrong. Something went terribly wrong. Okay, somebody forgot to reattach the plumbing. Remind me to fire that engineer. Throttle to maximum. SAS on. And 3, 2, 1, go. All systems appear nominal. Okay, flight profile looks good. Standing by for gravity turn. Commencing gravity turn. A little bit bulkiness, not bad. Okay, gravity turn completed. Standing by for first stage separation. First stage separation is complete. Okay, can you tilt it over a little bit? Throttle up. Okay. Target altitude's about 71,000 meters. 71,000 meters. Getting good thrust? No. Why? Because I didn't wire that up right. God damn it. Okay, well we almost got to orbit. That's a bit of a major malfunction there. Got those engines not working. We will work on those and be right back. Okay, we got our plumbing problem sorted out. Okay, stop right there. Tilt it over. Okay, unlike my my Manduna spacecraft, this doesn't have a stage designed particularly for getting out of Kerbals' sphere of influence. Just hoping that I'm going to have enough. Oh yeah, I've got tons of fuel. Tons of fuel. So that should not be a problem. Because this spacecraft should be much lighter. It looks pretty. That's a nice retro look to it, doesn't it? Yeah, check that out. Let's mind our steering here. Mind the spacecraft. That's awesome. Screenshot. It looks like something out of a Man Conquers Space. Some sort of 1950s version of the future of space. Full of winged vehicles to Mars and such. Okay, how's our fuel holding up? Journey into space! I may not be able to get Kerbal escape on just that, but maybe so. We're probably doing okay. And I got a nuclear stage after that for the interplanetary leg. Well, let's keep it on the bubble. All right. Well, despite my my various plumbing defects, the basic spacecraft design was pretty sound, and it didn't have any kind of maneuverability. It didn't have any kind of going out of control issues that I expected it to have. Considering it has this airplane on top of it. I did think I did manage to balance out the weight of the landing gear down there pretty well. Let's go ahead and get some solar power going. Running. All right. Well, now we need to. Well, first we need to get an F5, and then we need to find out what our conjunction with I want to say Venus, Eve, when our optimal departure for Eve is. Hey, there's a man. Okay. Okay. Before we head out to Eve, I want to do a quick test of the systems here. Let's observe some mystery goo. And send that. Basically, we're just trying to see what the power consumption is on this new antenna. Okay, reasonable. Okay. Takes a while to get the energy back, though. Should have put some more solar panels on it, but it'll be fine. Now let's take a look and see what our Now the guide says to do it out here rather than over here. Problem is when I followed the guide leaving Duna, I got sucked back into the gravitational pull of the planet. So I'm going to do it my own way. Let's see how well it works. Alright, let's go and warp on out. We'll do about T-minus 1 minute. And then we'll launch. Alright, T-minus 1 minute. Get back on course here. Now let's head off to Eve. Pop the F5. Let's roll up. Yeah, we still have a little juice for when we get out to interplanetary space. Yeah, let's warp on out. Goodbye, Kerbal. Home planet of the Kerbals. Home of the Kerbals. Land of Kerbalmania. Personal harem of Jebediah. Whoop. Adios. Hasta la vista. See you on the Hurry Hives. Goodbye, Moon. See where we're at. Oh, well, fuck. Yeah, despite my best laid plans, it did it anyway. Apparently it has in mind for me a encounter with the moon after I swing back around, but I'm not going to swing back around. I'm going to get the heck out of Dodge, hopefully, with any luck. What the hell? KSP, stop being fucked up. Please. Kindly get your ass back in space here. Alright, here we go. Oh, here's Kerbal right there. Hopefully we'll get away from it now. Okay, let's fire up retrograde. Still got a little bit of a juice in the core booster to get us there. Now I planned to have to undershoot the E because undershooting it is much more doable thing than overshooting it. Alright, there goes the core booster. Goodbye, core booster. You served us well. F5. Hopefully these little flanges here aren't going to bash something. That is my sincere hope. Okay. Now the rest of the way we're going to attempt to let's go ahead and set Eve as target. Oh, I set one. So apparently, I set one a probe previously, but I think it broke up because it landed in the water. Okay. Well. Okay. Let me work with this a little bit. Okay, I'm doing an inclination burn. I don't have an encounter with Eve yet, but the difference of inclination probably contributes to that significantly. So, yeah, this might take a minute. For those of you who may be new to traveling to the planets, it's important to get your orbit as tight as you can, well away from the planet, because the closer you get to the planet, the harder it is to change your trajectory. So you should start narrowing down your periapsis, at a very reasonable range. I mean, as far away as you can manage it, because it takes less fuel that way. And it may take a little fiddling around to get things quite as tight as you'd like them. But again, don't leave that to the last minute, because if you do, it's going to use a lot of fuel. Okay, I'm going to fiddle around with this a little bit. Okay, we're about to head into air braking at Eve. Eve is a exceptionally pretty planet, really. A nice purple down here, or the you call it maroon, perhaps, and the bright blue at the edge. Very cool. Now let's go ahead and pull back in our solar panels. And our objective here is to get into orbit, from whence we can pick a nice spot. Pick a nice spot. Okay. So we got oodles of fuel. I was tempted to do a rendezvous with Gilly before I head into Eve, but I'm going to send a manned mission to Gilly, so it's not really important to do that. Our focus here is Eve itself. And we'll be hitting the atmosphere very soon. Well, Eve has a pretty respectable amount of land mass, really, so it shouldn't, well, no, there's a spectral amount right here. Most of it's covered with liquid. But we will probably aim for, when we come into land, somewhere around there, because that looks like that's the biggest chunk of land mass. Okay. Coming in pretty hot there. That gives me concerns. And we're not at periapsis yet. Okay. Okay, well the shrinkage appears to be slowing down. That's good. Got some funky looking topography around here. Still burning. Okay. We still have atmospheric pressure. Let's do an atmosphere scan. Oh, well, fuck you. Well, fuck you. Eh. Okay. Moving out of the atmosphere shortly. Alright, we're out of the atmosphere. Go ahead and send our data from the thermometer. Okay. And let's go ahead and extend some panels. This is a very pretty world, too bad it's so inhospitable. Okay. That should be good enough. Okay, well, we'll circularize our orbit, and then we will be looking for a landing spot. Okay, we have some nice looking planes down here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do an inclination change. Get aimed over there. Yeah. And I think the same design, same rocket design, should be good for a landing on Lethe too, because I got plenty of gas still in the tank. So plenty of gas in the tank. Yes, plenty of rocket fuel in the tanks. Well, that's a lot of delta V, but I shouldn't need to use this fuel for much more. Yeah, it's gonna be slow going.